very experienced mentors, advisors, angel investors willing to help you become successful. What I also noticed though is they're great at building the business plan, helping you get to market, identify the market, raise the capital, but that's all focused on the business. And our thought is, the community service aspect for us is, I want to help more people become successful by creating more successful startups, creating more wealth and more employment in North Texas. And so that means that we're focusing our efforts on the personal side. So as you're building the business, you think about it, companies like ours, we're not built to manage that illiquid piece on your balance sheet. Yet as an entrepreneur, the very successful entrepreneurs, probably 70% of their net worth is tied up in an illiquid business. So our goal is to, before our investment bankers or anybody else comes along, knocking on your door, people trying to give you money, people trying to buy your company, our thought is, we want to help you beforehand. So even if you're not a client of ours, even if you won't be for quite a while, our thought is, what can we do to help you start protecting what you're already building on paper? Because when you're building, if you have a high growth company and you're building significant value in the company on paper, you're also creating significant risks for yourself too. So what we do in the private wealth management group, the David Cary group, is we solve high net worth problems, ideally solving them before they happen. And so we want to step in long before you may ever be a client of ours, and we've built a service to where if you are gaining significant traction, if you're starting to get bigger investments from bigger, smarter money, then give us a call. We'll help you. You put in a little effort up front to start protecting what you've got. I've had people tell me that I can't even think about an exit strategy. I ask all people all the time, what's your exit strategy? And they say, I can't think about that. I'm still raising money. Why would I even think about that? Well, if you get an offer a year from now for more than you would have imagined for your company, you're already late starting today and planning for it. So our thought is, get on our radar, let us start tracking your exit strategy for you, and you can continue with your focusing on growth. The second thing that I've noticed is always a discussion about capital. Is there enough capital out there in the Dallas area? If so, is it all tied up in real estate and oil money? And so there's a disconnection there. We think about what's going on. The big players are out in Silicon Valley, New York, maybe Boston. Why come all the way to Dallas when you have a ton of highly successful companies in Silicon Valley or New York? A lot of private equity guys based in Silicon. I'll tell you a story. There's a very well-known family here in Dallas that doesn't invest in Texas companies. One of our clients has gone and talked to them, and they said, well, fly to California, talk to our guy. He handles our early stage investing. If he likes it, we'll invest in you. He flew out to California. The guy said, I don't invest in Texas companies. If I put $2, $3 million into something that's way out there when I need to deploy billions, and I can do it here in Silicon Valley. So what I think the community needs is more deal flow, more attention. Well, we're known for the Facebook IPOs, the big billion-dollar IPOs. What a lot of people aren't aware of is Morgan Stanley is also connected to 14 other middle market investment banks that do deals as low as 20 million and sometimes as low as 10 million. The reason I mention this to you is I think our firm can start generating more deal flow and more attention in the Dallas area. What we want to know though is, tell us about high growth companies here in the Dallas area that would fall in the range those middle market banks want to hear about. We can start showing them the deal flow. The thought being we can start to control the relationships with more bankers across the country who will then see there's really something going on in Dallas and we can get access to it. So our thought is get deal flow to them, we can get deal flow back into the Dallas area. So those are the two ways that we'd like to help. We're always open to talking about how else we can help you out. So feel free to approach David Yost or myself afterwards, and whatever we can do, we're glad to. Nick, I appreciate the opportunity to talk.
No worries.